Hi. No, in this video we'll learn about the nomenclature of organic compounds. What is the meaning of nomenclature? Nomenclature means naming. That means naming of organic compounds. There are so many organic compounds. Some millions of organic compounds are there. So we have to name each and every compound. So the naming of organic compounds is said to be nomenclature of organic compounds. See, in the earlier days, in the olden days, or else in the beginning days, organic compounds were named. Organic compounds were named based on the source. So in the earlier days, organic compounds were named based on their source. For example, that means earlier days, organic compounds were named based on the source from which the organic compound is obtained. Example, urea. The name urea was given to a compound because this urea, it is obtained from urine. It is obtained from urine of the animals. Okay, that means this urea is present in the urine of the animals. Urea, already we know the formula of urea. NH2CO NH2. This is urea. So it is present in the urine of the animals. Hence the name urea was given to that compound. Methyl alcohol. Okay, methyl alcohol, it was called as wood spirit. So it was given as the wood spirit because this methyl alcohol or else wood spirit, it is obtained from the wood due to the destructive distillation of wood. Due to the destructive distillation of the wood, so many different substances are obtained, and methyl alcohol or else wood spirit is one of the substance. So this is as methyl alcohol is obtained during this process, so that the methyl alcohol is called as wood spirit. Formic acid, it is named based on the, see that means methyl alcohol, wood spirit. The name wood spirit is given because this was the source for this wood spirit is wood only. Hence it is said to be wood spirit. In the same way, formic acid was given the name, this name because this formic acid is obtained from red ants. Actually, in Greek language, red ants means formico or else formicus. This is in Greek language. So based on the formic acid, it is produced from red ants. So what is the source of formic acid? It is red ants. Hence the name formic acid is given to that substance. So like this, in earlier days, organic compounds were named based on the source from which the substance were obtained. Okay, that means these names were given without any systematic order. Without any systematic basis, these names were given. Hence, these names are called as common names. They are called as common names, or they are also called as trivial names. They are called as common names or trivial names because these namings were not given on the basis of, there is no systematic basis for the naming of these things. The simple concept is that these compounds were named based on the source from which they are obtained. Hence, these names are said to be common names or trivial names. See, actually, in the nomenclature system, the compounds are named two types. There are two types of naming systems. Okay, two types of naming systems. One system of naming is said to be trivial system. Okay, trivial system, and another one is known as IUPAC system. One is known as a trivial system, and another type of naming is known as IUPAC system. So this trivial system of naming, it is based on the source, of the compound. Source of the compound. That means this compound is present in which, where this compound is present, or else where that compound is obtained. So based on the source of the compound, if the naming is given, then such system is said to be trivial system. And another system of naming is known as IUPAC system. So in IUPAC system, this naming was based on the structure. Based on the structure of the compound. Based on the structure of the compound. Okay? Right. So we will learn both the system. See, now we will learn about the trivial system first, and afterwards we will learn about the IUPAC system. In this system, organic compounds were assigned names based on the origin. That origin means source. Based on the origin or else source, or certain properties, or certain special properties shown by the compound, or due to certain special properties shown by the compound, shown by the compounds, also the trivial system is trivial names or else common names was given. So already we have seen acetic acid, urea from urine, okay, formic acid from red ants, methyl alcohol from wood spirit, okay, methyl alcohol from wood spirit. Next, acetic acid. Acetic acid is given. Actually, this acetic acid, the source of acetic acid is vinegar. The source of acetic acid is vinegar. Butyric acid. The name butyric acid is given to the compound because this butyric acid is obtained from rancid butter. From rancid butter it is obtained. Hence the name butyric acid is given. Originally, these names were without any systematic basis. Many common names are still used widely by chemists, and many common names are mentioned even in laws also. So, for this reason, it is quite necessary to learn the common names of these compounds. So, it is very important to learn the common names because these names were given in the laws. In the laws, certain laws of related to chemistry, these common names were given. Hence, hence, we have to learn the common names also. So we learn the common names of some of the most important compounds. Okay, so common names or trivial names we will learn now of some of the compounds. Just for example, a class of compound we will learn a few examples. Okay, class of compound. Okay. Structure, the class of compounds, structure, and the common name given to that structure and common name given to that compound. And common name of that compound. Okay, we will learn some of the examples for this. First one is class. So for example, alkane. The compounds which belong to alkane, they have single bonds. So the structure if you write, so for example, this is a compound. Okay, it is called as isobutane. 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 This is called as neobutane. Neobutane. Alkene. Alkene. Example, CH2 double bond CH2. It is called as ethylene. Example, it is called as ethylene. So ethylene belongs to class alkene. Alkyne. 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 One of the structure, one of the example of alkyne is this one. Okay, it is called as acetylene. The common name of this structure is acetylene. Acetylene. Suppose if I write like this, CH3 C triple bond CH. This is called as methyl acetylene. Methyl acetylene. Methyl acetylene. Okay. Some more we will learn. alkyl halide, alkyl halide, alkyl halide, CH3X. So what is X? X means halogen atom. It may be fluorine or chlorine or bromine or iodine. Halogen atom. So generally it is called as methyl halide. Methyl halide. Methyl halide. Okay. For example, if it is chlorine, then it is said to be methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. If it is bromine, then it is said to be methyl bromide. So like that. So generally we will write as methyl halide. Methyl halide. So in general we will write like this. So alkyl halides are a class of organic compounds. Isopropyl bromide, isopropyl bromide, isopropyl bromide, right. Tertiary butyl bromide, so this is called as a tertiary butyl bromide. Instead of tertiary we may write like this also, tertiary butyl bromide. Secondary butyl bromide, okay. So here this is a tertiary carbon. So this bromine is attached to tertiary carbon, hence it is said to be tertiary butyl bromide, because this carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. Hence this is called as a tertiary carbon. We have already learnt about the different types of namings of carbon. This is a secondary carbon, as it is attached to 2 other carbon atoms. Here bromine is attached to the secondary carbon, hence it is said to be secondary butyl bromide. Secondary butyl bromide. So like this. Next class of organic compounds, alcohols. Next class of organic compounds are alcohols. Alcohols. And one more thing, actually in the halogens group, so we have to learn one more thing, alkyl halide only. Alkyl halide, CH3 CHCl2. Here 2 chlorines are attached to the same carbon atom. Here 2 chlorines are attached to the same carbon atom. So such compound is said to be ethylidene chloride. Here it is called as ethylidene chloride. Ethylidene chloride. if these two chlorines are attached to these two carbon atoms like this, for example, the chlorines are attached to the adjacent carbon atoms like this. Here these two chlorines are attached to the same carbon, but here the chlorines are attached to the neighboring carbons like this. CH2, CH2, CH2Cl, CH2Cl. It is called as ethylene chloride. Ethylene chloride. Ethylidene chloride. Ethylene chloride. Okay, ethylidene chloride. Ethylene chloride. So the difference is arrangement of chlorine atoms. If the two chlorine atoms are attached to the same carbon, then it is said to be ethylidene chloride. If the two chlorines are attached to different neighboring atoms, neighboring carbon atoms, then it is said to be ethylene chloride. Now we will learn about alcohols. Alcohols. For example, CH3OH, it is called as methyl alcohol. It is called as methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol. CH3 CH2OH, it is called as ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. C3H7OH, it is called as propyl alcohol. It is called as propyl alcohol. So this is called as isobutyl alcohol. Isobutyl alcohol. CH2OH. CH2OH. So two OH groups are there. Okay. Such compounds are said to be glycol. So actually this is called as ethylene glycol. Two carbons are there, hence it is called as ethylene. Ethylene glycol, or simply we can call it as glycol. Suppose if three carbons, that means three OH groups are present on the three carbons like this. Then it is called as glycerol. So all these, they belong to alcohols class, the class of alcohols. Next, ethers. We learn class of ethers. Their common names. Ethers. Some of the ethers we learn. CH3O, CH3. This is called as dimethyl ether. Sorry, here. Ether compounds. Ethers. CH3O, CH3. Dimethyl ether. Its common name is dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether. CH3, CH2. OCH3. It is said to be ethyl, methyl, ether. Ethyl, methyl, ether. Ether means one oxygen atom, and this oxygen atom is attached to one carbon atom this side and one carbon atom this side. So actually these hydrogens are attached to the carbon atom. So this bond is to carbon. Though hydrogens are written like this, but these hydrogens are attached to carbons, not to this oxygen. Remember. So that means this oxygen is attached to one side, it is attached to one carbon, and another side it is attached to another carbon. Such compounds in which oxygen is attached to two carbon atoms, then such class of compounds are said to be ethers. Even this is also another type of ether. So here actually this oxygen is attached to methyl group. CH3 group is called as methyl group, and another here that the same oxygen is attached to another group known as ethyl group. Ethyl, methyl, ether. Ethyl, methyl, ether. Here methyl, methyl. So dimethyl ether. Dimethyl ether. Suppose if it is like this, CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. So this oxygen is attached to this group and this group. These two groups are attached to oxygen. So this group is these compounds are said to be ethers, and which ether it is? So this is ethyl group. This is also another ethyl group. So diethyl ether. It is called as diethyl ether. CH3, CH2, O, CH, CH3, CH3. It is called as isopropyl ether. Propyl ether. Isopropyl propyl ether. Propyl ether. Because oxygen is attached to this carbon and that carbon, hence it is said to be ether group. And here actually it should be one more carbon. So here it is propyl group, and this is isopropyl group. Isopropyl group. Isopropyl, why it is called as isopropyl? Because three carbons means propyl. Here also three carbons means propyl. But this is particularly called as isopropyl because the last but one carbon. So this is the last carbon and this last but one carbon. On the last but one carbon, if there is any methyl group attached to that last but one carbon, okay, if only one methyl group is attached to the last but one carbon, then it is said to be iso. So now this group is said to be isopropyl, and this is what? Propyl. So isopropyl, propyl, ether. So like this, ethers are named. These are some of the examples of ether. There are so many ethers in the nature. So these are some of the examples of ethers. The next class of compounds is aldehydes. Aldehydes. Aldehydes is another class of compounds. Okay. So aldehydes. Generally in aldehydes you will find CHO group. CHO group is present in aldehydes. For example, HCHO. It is called as formaldehyde. It is called as formaldehyde. CH3CHO. CH3CHO. Acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. So what is the common name of this one? Acetaldehyde. What is the common name of this one? Formaldehyde. What is the common name of this one? This is butyroldehyde. 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 Next class of compounds are ketones. Ketones, another class of compounds. Generally in ketones, one carbon will be double bonded with oxygen, and that carbon will be attached to another carbon chain one side and another carbon chain another side. So that means this particular carbon, the carbon which is attached to oxygen by double bond, if it is attaching to two other carbons on both sides, then such class of compounds are said to be ketones. Example, acetone. CH3CO CH3. CH3CO CH3. Okay. So this is commonly called as acetone. Acetone. Okay. Next. CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, CH2, CH3. It is called as ethyl propyl ketone. Ethyl propyl ketone. It is called as ethyl propyl ketone. Ethyl propyl ketone. Another compound class of compounds known as carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids. So they contain COOH group. They contain COOH group, organic acids group, COOH group. For example, HCOOH. It is formic acid. It is formic acid which is present in red ants. CH3COOH, acetic acid. CH3CH2COOH. It is called as propionic acid. Propionic acid. Prop means 3 carbons. So propionic acid, if 4 carbons are there like this, it is called as butyric acid. Butyric. But means 4. Butyric acid. But means 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Oxalic acid, COOH. Oxalic acid. Oxalic acid. Malonic acid. Malonic acid. Suppose here 2 carbons are there. See in this compound there are 2 COOH groups. So this is called as carboxylic group. Carboxylic. There are 2 carboxylic groups, and there are only 2 carbons. That compound is said to be oxalic acid. Suppose if 2 carboxylic groups are present. Now let us learn some more. If 2 carboxylic groups are present, but but uh, three carbons like this. So here two carboxylic groups are present and only two carbons. It is called as oxalic acid. Here also two carboxylic groups but three carbons are there. It is called as malonic acid. Malonic acid. So we will learn some more concepts, okay, some more examples in the next class.